Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing amazing. So the developer stream just ended and they revealed a whole lot of information. They showed us a lot, and the first thing that we're going to be talking about is going to be the Cataclysm raid, which is coming to Anthem. I know a lot of people may not want to call it raid, but from what they showed us today, this is actually a full-fledged raid. So it has a lot of things that you will see. It has a lot of puzzle solving, a lot of levels, a lot of stages, and it also has a final boss, which is going to be really difficult, but a lot of people will get to try it out in the PTR before they make the final changes. So what are some of the things that they talked about in regards to the Cataclysm update? Well, first, it has a score-based system, which is going to reward you with points at the end of the day, and these points can be used to purchase items from a new vendor that will show up at Fort Tarsus. So if you remember something, maybe in Destiny, maybe you have something like Eva Levante or some of those event-based vendors, you will have something like that here. So you will see a new vendor at Fort Tarsus. The rewards will also be scalable based on the difficulties that you're going into. So the longer you go, the farther you go, you will earn more rewards, and of course you will earn more points, which will then be on a leaderboard that you can use to compare to your friends and people in your guilds. There will be different arenas and zones. The Cataclysm event is a whole new place, and I actually like that because it is quite interesting. We get to see the Dominion homeworld, and we're going to talk about some lore in another video. So within the gameplay, you have a little bit of a survival / defensive modes in there. You also have a kill mode in there. You have puzzle solving, a lot of those interesting things that you will see in a lot of raids. The environment is more like a radiation based environment, so you're going to be looking for portals in different zones to survive, and of course you have to do certain things just to maintain your health because the environment itself is very harmful and you can die really quickly. The objective is to defeat Vara, which is going to be the boss, and this is basically that Cataclysm boss. So I know a lot of people are probably wondering, what about the rewards for this raid? Well, there will be new weapons that will be offered as a reward. So those weapons like the Gyrus Wrath, a lot of the leaks that you guys have seen, yes, this raid will be giving you those weapons. There will be new Masterwork support items that will be added to the game, and other new Masterwork items as well. Also, the Fort Tarsus vendor will be coming with a lot of vanity items as well, and vanity items will also be dropping from the missions too. They also made an addition by adding a new melee slot for every single javelin. So every single javelin will be able to have either a primer or a detonator or equip a new melee item. So if you find a new Masterwork melee, a new legendary melee or something like that, you can swap out every single one. You can swap out the ranger ones, you can swap out the interceptor, and that is one of the really cool things about this. And another cool thing that they also pointed out is the fact that all these new items will have a higher gear power. So if you get a new drop, even though it might be a Masterwork or a legendary, it will have a higher gear score. And that's one cool thing that I still have to try to see how it really feels and how it compares to the old ones. So they have removed luck from the game completely. They realized that it was really complicated, and what they actually did was they replaced everything that has luck on it and they just turned it into armor. So instead of luck, you can just build for armor. So a lot of people who have full luck builds, and now you're having a full armor build. So everybody is now automatically going to be running with 100 luck builds. And that is a really cool thing in my opinion. They've also worked on a lot of the loot system. A lot of people were asking about that. One of the things that they also talked about is rebalancing the Grandmaster 3s and the Grandmaster 2s to make sure that certain weapons feel powerful while some are just not just overpowered. So that is one of the really cool things they talked about. Leaderboards, guilds, the whole thing is going to start off as an 8 weeks event. So that's one of the really cool things, and I hope it stays for the long run. Now, one of the things that I really like that they talk about is going to be inversions. So inversions are like modifiers. So what is going to happen is you're going to have some weeks where maybe all your weapons will be dealing double damage, or you're going to have another week where all your abilities will be dealing triple damage, or another week where your ultimate fills up like 400 times faster. So those are some of the really cool things that they will be using as modifiers to make things fun. So they're trying to increase or maximize the power fantasy that we have in Anthem. And I'm actually liking the look of this raid. It looks like it's going to be really challenging for a lot of players. Some people haven't played in a while. So it will be really cool to get people to come back into the game, play on a PTS, test it out, go through some of the changes and see what the game has to offer again. So with the PTS server, it will be live probably next week. And that is a really exciting news. It will be a whole new download for the game. So that's going to be like another 50 or 60 gigs of data. That is going to be crazy. But if you want to participate, you have to be on PC, either on Origin Access or own the game, and you will automatically be able to download it. Anyways, that's going to be it for this. I will have a lore video coming up in regards to this. So thanks for watching. It's DA signing out. I'll see you in the next one.